Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. She did it.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Hopkins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the gun, Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. The first carry for Josh Adams. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Josh Adams, the ball carrier.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 24, Allen. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Hicks. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use blitz coming, and down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
No.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
I got you, boy. Take 4. And we're going 37's the mic. Yo.
On second down now, it's Adams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line. The 34.
Their own 34-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to throw. Hopkins. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
First down, Saints.
Ready, ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
Down. 70, Indy.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Three down. Steelers 3. Saints nothing.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on in there. Come get some. Come get some.
To throw on 2nd down. Hopkins. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hopkins. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And that does the big boy have the juice. He's at the 50. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Once more, Adams on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check safety, check safety.
56, 56.
On 2nd down, it's Hicks. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Throwing his Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
61, match, box, lights. Smooth. Yo, snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hopkins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 3rd down, Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Check it backer, check it backer.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Allen to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kalen Ballage with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On play action, Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Rush in. Rush in. Half. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 6-6. Pull it high.
Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Adams on the draw. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On play action, Allen. And that's complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, check back around. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check 26, check 26. Pass. Check back around. I got you. 22 jet bomber. Kill.
Here's Adams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. He's checking. Topper!
And now they'll throw with Allen. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Balaj. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? 57's right. You're not ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Hopkins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, Haywood. 50, plant.
On 1st and 10. Hopkins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. Hopkins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Thomas, the intended target. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if
and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. And a little floater there is incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Adams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Switch gears.
They'll run again with Adams. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, D. And we're going 30 together.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Quick 6. That's what they call it.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kalen Balaj, 85 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Shift. Check 99. Check 99. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check 6 guys.
Now Allen to throw on third down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 46. There he goes left side.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
General West. Yo, Cheetah. They go.
They run it with Balaj. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they take a knee. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A carry for Adams. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Again, here's Adams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Slam. And we're going 37's the fight.
On third down, Adams. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
No.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Here we go. Double tight. 3 down.
Let's go.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they